Mexico City awaits these Hardee's National Series drivers here tonight. Jack Porkins on pole, Joseph Strigley is outside as the pace car rounds out the final corner. Everybody ready to go here and ready to roll here in Mexico City as the green flag waves. We're underway here for 100 laps of racing action. Down into turn number 1, they're gonna go. Jack Porkins, good start over Strigley and Blaze McKinney already gonna take advantage and go for the second position, while Brandon Cresta moves up to the third spot. The outside line not looking too good in the start, but really when the tires start getting warmed up, things may come into fruition. But already through turns 3 and 4, and instead of a traditional oval, well, we're taking right turns instead of left turns as Jack Porkins will come off of turn number 4 to lead the first lap of the event over Blaze McKinney. But one thing's for sure is that when you catch some slipstream, you'll be able to make some moves down towards the inside. Kev Shear, the points leader, coming in, looking to extend that gap, and consistency has really been the status quo for the top 3 in the standings. Kev Shear, Bobo Jones, Joseph Strigley, those guys have been able to embody what consistency is all about this season, and right now we're seeing all 3 of those guys already tuckered up inside the top 10. But up front though, you see Blaze McKinney, but Brandon Cresta sitting in third. All these guys already single file, and they're already trying to run away from the rest of the pack of cars. Noah Hart in that 12 getting challenged by Nick Breeding, and Nick Breeding making his first start for the Rodriguez camp after really DNQing at Dover, and already he has climbed himself inside the top 10. What a wondrous start for this 20 team. They started 15th on the grid, and now they're moving themselves forward. Look right behind them though, Peter Onjak looking to make it 3 wide on Austin Miller and Patrick Smith, and a lot of guys that started near the back already starting to get upwards towards the midfield. Corey Williams started way far back, Will Goss in the same boat. Some though kind of starting to stagnate backwards. RJ Bishop, Sean Angel, all these other guys here early on in the going, they need to get themselves forwards. But even so, very early in the race, as Brandon Cresta has now moved up to the second spot on lap number 4. Jones diving it really wide on the racetrack into turns 1 and 2, and Joseph Strigley gonna pounce on the situation. And there goes the Canuck 22 down to the inside. Daniel Day trying to cling onto the top 10 here in that number 42. He started 12th in the event, but Hannah Allen starting to also move her way forwards towards the pack. And a lot of the Toyotas, we've noticed the strengths that they've been able to really pull off in these later races, and they're starting to come to life. They might have found some momentum. Fisher Motorsports, Rodriguez Racing, those two teams alike, they have shown some great pace, and really a lot of them flooding that top 10 so far. But Brandon Cresta though putting his nose underneath Jack Porkins for the race lead, but not able to get the run off of turn number 2 to really transfer down the backstretch. And Blaze McKinney himself going to go to the outside line. Kev Shear though just really going to wait for the 90 to make a mistake. And there goes Kev down towards the bottom of the racetrack, looking to take third away. And really with that inside line having so much grip, he's going to be able to take it with ease. But Blaze McKinney though going to try and fight right back down the front stretch and into turn number 1. But Brandon Cresta though now looking for the race lead underneath Porkins. And there goes the Jolly Rancher Chevrolet to the inside, and Brandon Cresta now to the point here at Mexico City, and his teammate gonna try and follow in his footsteps. And Brandon Cresta, what a season he's had so far, very much on a hot streak. Though dropped 3 spots in the points in the last round, he's been able to rack up 2 wins in his resume this year, and both of them, those first 2 wins in his Hardee's National Series career. Kev Shear found that win at Talladega, and now he's looking to really up his game right now to the inside of Curtis Racing's Jack Porkins, and Porkins himself trying to fight for his ride here with rumors that he's going to be out of that 41 at the end of the season. He is looking to try and get the best out of what he can. But Nick Breeding though inside the top 5 just got around Blaze McKinney for 4th. They're really trying to hold him off for the 4th position, and we got a car in the grass. Looks to be Tim Fiegel blowing up, and the 43 car with huge issues underneath the hood, and the Hot Wheels car going to be mired all the way to the end of the pack and out of the race. And a tough break for this 43 team, not really what they wanted to see, and Fiegel has had a very rough season to say the least, and just like that, he's gonna be dead last. Allen now to the inside of Bradley Bishop Jr. for the 6th position, or make that 7th, as now Allen dives down the bottom. Teammate Bobo Jones gonna follow in line. Noah Hart in the middle. Halleck to the bottom, looking to make it 3 wide as BBJ slipping and sliding off of turn 2. And that's gonna have a huge momentum shift into Hart's favor, and he's gotta run down to the inside. Noah gonna take advantage. Halleck gonna try and make it 3 wide, but Hart's gonna shut the door, and Halleck backed out of it. And look who's right behind him, Justin Johnson in the 37, trying to get into the top 10. And you see up front, they're shuffling it out. Jack Porkins now to the inside of Kev Shear for the runner-up spot. Now looking to repay the favor. Down to the inside, he's going to go. Porkins just a big send underneath. Blaze McKinney trying to duke it out against Nick Breeding's number 20. And Blaze McKinney gonna have the run down the backstretch, with Joseph Strigley gonna reel in those 2 cars side by side. And Corey Williams and Diego Yepes, they've been climbing upwards towards the field slowly but surely. They started way deep into the pack. But now you see McKinney getting around Nick Breeding. Joseph Strigley, though, now with an opportunity of a lifetime to make a move down to the inside of Breeding, but it looks like he might not be able to get there. But will he send it into the corner? He's got the nose underneath. He's going to be able to get there, but now Brandon Crasta up the hill. He's going to go, and here comes Porkins back for the race lead on the 41 car. Side by side down the backstretch, Porkins trying to side draft the 8 car into turn number 3. And Porkins a big dive and trying to get the center speed off. Jack Porkins looking to reclaim his spot at the front. And there he goes. It's Jack Porkins back up front. Crasta in second. But will he dive it back down towards the inside? Yes, he will. He's going to try and really respond back. And here he goes, back down towards the bottom of the racetrack. Brandon Crasta just took it away immediately when Porkins got the lead. It was really much short-lived, and that 8 car very strong up front. Might be one of the best cars we've seen. One car out of shape, looked to be a Red Bull back there, but able to hold on to it. But Blaze McKinney now got his eyes on the runner-up spot, while the other guys still duking it out. Hannah Allen starting to claw her way forwards, now looking to get around teammate Nick Breeding, and Breeding doing a very good job in that 20 car, making the most out of it, as now Hannah Allen gonna dive it down towards the bottom, and looks like she'll be able to take that spot away without much of a hassle. Now looking to the inside of Joseph Strigley. Strigley's car really tied off the center of the corner. Jack Porkins again looked to make a move down to the inside. He's got the run, but will he send it in the corner once again, side by side? And Porkins, though, will he try and clear that 8 car off of turn number 4? That's what he's got to do. And looks like Jack's going to be able to, but now Kraft is going to fight right back on the top groove. And side by side for the lead once again. Porkins pinching the 8 car, and really Crasta has to go a little bit wide, and that's going to help Porkins a lot here. And now the 41 back up front for the 2nd time again after those 2 battling it out. Hannah Allen going to go immediately back down towards the inside. Look at Sean Angel back there trying to make it 3 wide on Cal Farrell and Logan Cloud. Cloud sitting in 14th. Cal Farrell climbing his way upwards towards the field here in that number 2. Started 23rd, and now he's up to the 14th position. A lot of drivers moving forwards in this race. Sean Angel, though, is going to have a really good draft on that Red Bull and see if he makes 3 wide. No, he will not. Corey Williams started a dismal 35th, and he has already climbed up to 17th on the grid. So the 14 car, that car very set to pass cars left and right, and I think with them qualifying so bad, it might have really helped Corey get used to his race car. And Julio Cesar just inside the top 20. Diego Yepes in 18th. A lot of these drivers still in contention. Justin Johnson looking to take the 12th spot away from Bradley Bishop Jr. What a run for this 37 car so far. We've yet to see the pace that Justin Johnson has to behold for all of us here in terms of race fans and really as a spectator alike. Jack Halleck, though, his car looking very snazzy right now at the moment, trying to get past Joseph Strigley's 22 car and looking to get upwards towards that top 5. But Jack Porkins up in the lead in the number 41. Hannah Allen has to give space for Crasta's dive down to the inside. But all these drivers so clumped up together up front. The draft pivotal in this race so far, and Porkins and Shear leading the way. Crasta making a move down to the inside and a huge send down to the bottom. Kev Shear had to give some leeway, and Crasta getting very aggressive with that 8 car. He is so confident in what that car can do, but not able to get the front stretch momentum to shift into his favor, but he might have the right of way into turn number 1, and Crasta is just gonna sail it into the corner underneath Kev, and Kev gonna go a little bit wide on the racetrack to give the space, and that's gonna allow Hannah Allen with a full-on head of steam to make her move on Kev Shear, and here he goes down to the inside. Crasta gonna do the exact same move, and that is way far back, and what a late dive down to the bottom of the racetrack. Crasta's car glued to the ground here right now, and now he is side by side with the leader. Porkins, though, able to get the momentum down the front of Crasta, just so confident with that Jolly Rancher car, just gonna sail it down to the bottom once again, just a full-on send, and Hannah Allen is right there in that 17 to look to pounce on Crasta, and Porkins battling it out. And here comes Strigley, here comes Hart, here comes McKinney. All these guys all close together. Joseph Strigley gonna try and make it 3 wide, gonna peek underneath Allen, but Allen able to close the door, and Strigley gonna back up his corner to see if he can get some good exit speed out of turn number 4, but Crasta now leading the way. Him and Porkins have been swip-swapping the lead left and right. It's been the Chevrolets up front, but Joseph Strigley gonna try and make it 3 wide down to the inside, and a big send underneath. Strigley now looking to try and take 2 spots in 2 corners there, and Joseph Strigley trying to get the momentum off. Not able to, doesn't really have the grip on that Canuck machine, but he might have the momentum into turns number 3 and 4, and Joseph Strigley just gonna go up the hill a little bit to try and force Allen with really not much grip in that IK9 car to see if that 22 can get up to second, but his teammate is going to think otherwise. He's gonna try and make it 3 wide, but looks like Hart's not able to get the run underneath into turns number 1 and 2, but Porkins tried to go to the outside. Strigley back down to the bottom, cleaning that inside groove. There's so much grip down there, and Joseph Strigley now up to the 2nd position. All these other guys scattering to and fro, all jockeying to see if they can get those measly points on the line. Corey Williams, Justin Johnson, Julio Caesar, all these other guys you see. Ace Wild did not qualify well. He's up to the 23rd position, so great start for this one team, and again, the bar pretty low for them. They just really want this car to finish the race, get maybe a top 20 run at most for Ace Wild, and right now he's doing a sensational job running in the 22nd position now, trying to chase down Peter Onjak, and Onjak himself has climbed upwards towards the pack, started dead last on the grid, and now he is almost inside a top 20 position. How about that for Peter Onjak? But up front though, Joseph Strigley though now diving to the inside, looking to take the lead himself on Brandon Crasta, and Jack Porkins starting to fall back here, and I think we're starting to see some drivers use their stuff up. Hart again gonna try and make it 3 wide, but again, can't really have the momentum go well for him, and Joseph Strigley wants his fair share of the cake, and now here he goes, just able to smoothly sail it into the corner, gets the roll off the corner, and just like that, Joseph Strigley now in command with Fisher Motorsports teammate Noah Hart in the 2nd position. But Noah Hart wants much more. A big dive down on the bottom, and look at the exit he got. Beautiful corner from the 12, and Noah Hart's looking to pass his teammate immediately for the race lead. 3 wide right behind him. Daniel Day trying to get around Bobo Jones and Jack Porkins. Crasta's gonna dive it way wide into the corner, and they're also 3 wide behind him. Cal Farrell looking to get around Williams and Halleck, and Cal Farrell's car looking very good in this race. Daniel Day once again gonna try and make it 3 wide, but gonna back out of it looking otherwise. Hannah Allen now looking to take the runner-up spot away. The Toyotas 1, 2, and 3. Blaze McKinney taking 4th away from Kev Shear, but they're 3 wide again. Daniel Day getting so aggressive. He's also got a very good car, maybe set for this long run here, and this 42 car has started to come to life in some races, and Joseph Strigley, big send down into the corner, looking to hold on to 3rd. Blaze McKinney playing hard on the defense to see if he can get himself a very good run, and Blaze McKinney has punched above his weight this season with the Roush Family 90. They've almost won 2 races this season Nashville and Decatur and what could have been, and right now he's got some very good pace in that MAV TV4, but Hannah Allen looking to see if Hart will make a mistake off of 2, but right now Noah Hart able to keep the Ford alive for the Fisher Motorsports camp, trying to fend off a fellow Toyota of Hannah Allen, and Allen herself looking to try and find a ride for next season. She will not be returning for Rodriguez Racing, but Bobo Jones will be staying. Caution out on the racetrack, and it's RJ Bishop against the pit wall. He might have had some kind of issue, and that itself would have been an understatement to say the least, but caution out on the racetrack. Joseph Strigley and all these other guys, they're slowing themselves down, and here we go. Everybody just trying to get themselves settled in. Ford ready to go. With the caution flying out for the very first time tonight. William Brock's got damage to the right side of his car, left side of his car, so we got to see what happened there. But Noah Hart in command of the race lead, and the leaders have been shuffling to and fro in this event. It's going to be very interesting to see how things pan out when it comes to pit stops and the upcoming restart. So RJ Bishop's car had blown up, a mechanical failure plaguing that 71, and RJ Bishop was like, well, I guess I'll die, and here's exactly what happened, and we saw the aftermath, and well, okay, that's one way of knocking yourself out of the race there, RJ, and that's the reason the caution comes out here, with Noah Hart leading, Allen in second, and all these other guys, though, good opportunity to really pounce on the situation and to see if they can gain themselves some track position with everybody stacked up. So here's what happened. William Brock to explain the left side damage, 3 wide with Austin Miller and really Ace Wild. They were all in the mid-pack, and it looks like Brock just did not really have much room. They were all just squeezing each other, and into the outside wall went William Brock, and pretty hefty left side damage to the Synovus machine. They've got a caution now in their favor. They can repair the damage, and hopefully it's not too really game-changing for this 88 team. They've been on also a very good hot streak in terms of performances, and they too have been able to punch above their weight. At one point they were outside the top 30, and now they're way to the good in terms of being locked into the show. So a couple of drivers coming down pit road: Joseph Strigley, Brandon Krasta, Kev Shear, Jack Halleck. There's the Angel, Farrell, Eves, there's Wild, let's see, there's Foster, on Jack Burton, and there's Brock coming down pit road. A couple of drivers assigned to stay out on the track, so it is a one-stopper, so regardless, I think if they pit now and then later on, they should be good to go on gas. So the real question remains is how much of an impact will new tires have on old, and that's going to be the big variable in what these drivers will find out when it comes to the restart. But Noah Hart still leads here in Mexico City. 1 to go signal out here will be lap number 31 when we come back towards the green flag. Noah Hart leads, Allen second, McKinney third, Orkins, and then Breeding. Then you got Daniel, Dave, Jones, Williams, Corey Williams, Diego Yepes, and Julio Cesar rounding out your top 10 based on those that had stayed out. But now the real question is, how rusty will those tires be? How worn out will they be? Let's find out. Green flag in the air, and Hart not able to have the best of restarts there. And here goes McKinney and Allen trying to make it 3 wide on the 12. A little bit of contact made, and Noah Hart has to go way up the track. And as a result, Hannah Allen and McKinney are going to get on the offensive on Noah Hart. Side by side for the lead. Jack Porkins not knowing where to go. He's going to try and go to the outside here. Breeding and Williams, they're going to duck down towards the bottom of the racetrack. And Hannah Allen going to take the lead immediately from Noah Hart, and just had a very, very well-timed restart for that 17, and now she's going to be able to lead a lap here at Mexico City. Blaze McKinney with the inside momentum, and he's got the right of way into turns number 1 and 2. And now McKinney gonna try and go upwards towards the second spot, and now caught the draft of the IK9 machine. Breeding looking for third underneath Hart, while Williams looking for fifth underneath his teammate of Porkins. Daniel Day lingering around in the top 10. Justin Johnson, we've noted him having a good run, and his teammate Julio Cesar not too far behind in that 28 and almost making contact, leaning on Bobo Jones off of turn number 4 to try and take that spot away. Joseph Strigley trying to get around Scott Roush, Austin Rogers, all these other guys that have stayed out onto the track. And Srigley gonna try and make it 3 wide underneath, and look at the new tires kicking in, able to swiftly pass the 5 and the 3, and now looking to get around Logan Cloud, so that might be 3 positions within 2 corners, and that just comes to show the amount of grip new Goodyear tires has overall. And Srigley already on a hard charge around Cloud. Edward Ziemba, he's also been one of those drivers that didn't qualify the best, but he has put himself in a very good position to really capitalize on a good run. But you see here Daniel Day on the inside of Nick Breeding. This is for a top 5 spot, and Daniel Day's car looking very good in this race as well. Julio Caesar just got past Porkins, now looking to get past Nick Breeding, and Julio Caesar been able to really carry this Monster Energy team, and to say he's been carrying this team all this time would also be an understatement, because it's been a big improvement for this organization, and despite them shutting down, they're going to try and end up on a high note. Joseph Srigley making it 3 wide on Yepes and Porkins, and what an aggressive move from the 22. Srigley knows he's got to get past traffic to and fro if he wants to get himself upwards towards the lead, and right now he is doing an excellent job. Krasta is looking to follow in the shadows of the 22. He's also got some new fresh rubber tires with that number 8, and they've been able to really claw their way upwards towards the top 10 swiftly here, as Joseph Srigley now clears Nick Breeding. Krasta gonna dive it underneath the 20 as a result of Srigley making his move around that 20, and now Brandon Krasta follows in behind Joseph Srigley, and again, those 2 cars set on a mission right now. And here we see Allen and McKinney still 1 and 2. Williams, though, up to 3rd. And now that 14 car has got his eyes on the 90 and the 17. And with only still a long ways to go in this race, we have not reached the halfway point. We've still got plenty of racing left to offer. McKinney on the quarter panel of Allen. Allen getting loose off the corner, and here goes the 90. He's got a good run of a 4. And Blaze McKinney side by side with the leader, and he's still not able to quite get there, but he's gonna have to send it. He's gonna sail it down to the inside, and Blaze McKinney been one of the more aggressors on the track, and here he goes. He's got the lead off of 2, but Allen gonna fight right back down the backstretch, and McKinney gonna have to clear the 17, but will she pull a crossover move down the backstretch? Corey Williams, though, is gonna think otherwise. He's gonna send it underneath the 17. And Hannah Allen's gonna be a sitting duck on the top side, because now look at the wad of cars down towards the inside. Brandon Krasta flying his way past Julio Caesar, trying to really get around Julio Caesar. And Noah Hart now looking to try and make it 3 wide underneath the 14, but no, he can't do it. And Corey, though, gonna try and get the runner-up spot away. Allen way up high. Here comes Hart. Here comes Krasta to make it 3 wide. And now they have set themselves in a good spot. Joseph Srigley will make it 4 wide. 1 car out of shape. That might have been Jake West, and what a save there from that leaf filter car. And Brandon Krasta gonna have a good opportunity to go to the inside, gonna get both past both Hart and Allen. I'm at a loss for words there, and Krasta has been able to make moves so efficiently. Corey Williams tried to make a move to the inside of McKinney, and Joseph Srigley himself is looking to try and make it 3 wide on Hart. Looks like they're not able to quite do so, but the leaders just so packed up together. It seems to be never-ending action here in Mexico City, and Joseph Srigley now making it 3 wide on his teammate, 3 wide, 2 rows deep, as you see Porkins trying to get underneath Caesar and Day. But man, all of these guys so close together in the event, and Joseph Srigley now around Krasta, around Hart. And man, Joseph's really getting aggressive. Corey Williams now to the bottom, looking for the lead underneath Blaze McKinney. And now Corey Williams wants his share up front, as now he's got the momentum on the inside in turns 1 and 2. Williams able to get the center speed off, just able to get that car to handle well, and now it's car 14 up front in the pack. Srigley now looking to take the runner-up spot away. And Corey Williams is now starting the lead from 35th to 1st within the span of 40 laps, as now Joseph Srigley is going to try and chase him down. Srigley, though, having a good run. Look at the slipstream he's able to get, and now he's got to run to the inside. That 22 car so capable of able to handle well into the corners, and look at the difference it makes on those new tires. And Joseph Srigley now back to the point. Hart now trying to make a move on the inside of Corey Williams and the Fisher Motorsports cars. They have been so strong this whole race. And oh, we've got a crash in the back. Jacob Hart and Shade Eves have crashed down the backstretch, and so far no caution out on the track. Will they bring it out? Yes, they will. So took them a little bit, but Eves and Hart heavy damage to both their race cars, and that's going to end what was a green flag run. Joseph Srigley leads the way, and here goes everybody else trying to slow down, and looks like everybody's settled in for the time being. But heavy damage to the 05 and the 7 alike, and certainly not really what Eves wanted to see, and as well as Hart. And there's a crash there. Hannah Allen's got some heavy front end damage. What happened there? And not sure what happened. I think Porkins, oh, he's got some front end damage to his car, so issues with the 41, and Porkins in another accident here for Curtis Racing. Not going to be very impressive there. And now we've got some cars coming down pit road. Srigley, remember, he had a different strategy, staying out. Williams and the others, though, coming in. So here we go. Second caution of the day comes out. And as all these other drivers pit, Joseph Srigley leads. So this was all the way back in 32nd. You see Jacob Hart, Tip Foster, Austin Rogers, they're all duking it out. And off of 2, looks like Eves just leans on the 05, and from there he just hooks him, turns him into the inside wall. Big lick for both of them, but they're all just so close together, just hard racing all around, and he's still kind of leaning on the 05, and big damage to both their race cars, and tough breaks for them. They were not looking to have the best of runs, but maybe still had long ways to go to make some proper adjustments. But now with damage, that's not really gonna go into their favor. And so here's what happened with Allen and Porkins. This was under caution, and Porkins turned down, and oh, that's a big lick into the outside wall. Hannah Allen, and oh, Bobo Jones got a piece of it. So the Rodriguez cars, a double swoop there. His car stacking up right behind him, just trying to check up in time, and a little bit of debris flying, a little bit of front end damage to Goss and some of the others, but maybe not too bad. But Hannah Allen knocked out of it. She had a very good run going. Porkins did as well, but really that might not look too impressive, and not gonna look too pretty on Jack Porkins' part as well. 1 to go here. Lap number 47 will be the restart. Joseph Srigley, Cresta, McKinney, Wild, and Onjack, and a lot of guys on a different strategy here, so that's why we're seeing some new faces up front. 2 Red Bulls in 5th and 6th to be exact, as the green flag's going to wave once again. Joseph Srigley, a little bit of a better start here, but will Brandon Cresta have the run, able to get through the gears quicker? And here he goes, onto the inside, sends it underneath Srigley. And I've said that word so many times because there have been so many late dives in this race. And look at Ace Wild trying to roll his way up to the 3rd position. Look at Onjack and the number 2 of Cal Farrell, and right behind him a big gap of cars. So I think some of them weren't able to really catch up in time for the green flag, so some of them might have pitted later to top off on gas. But Corey Williams on the inside here of Cal Farrell, and looking to dispose of the Red Bull, and now looking to also dispose of the Roush family car. Ace Wild, though, what a run for this one team. I know, again, on a different cycle, but you still have to note how this team, they've been able to really work around the inexperience that Wild has brought. But even so, Wild running like a veteran here on the racetrack, running in 3rd, able to challenge some of the veterans up front. And now he's got a very good time. He's having a very good time running inside the top 5. So welcome aboard to the Hardee's National Series here, Ace. Putting yourself in a very good spot. Has a run on the outside, but look at Corey Williams. He is right there. And here he goes down to the inside for the runner-up spot. And Ace Wild looking for P2 on the grid, but oh, not able to really have the confidence to send it underneath Joseph Srigley, or really put it down to the inside. And Joseph Srigley able to fend him off. Corey Williams lost a lot of momentum there off of turn number 2, and that's going to allow Peter Onjack to really reel in the number 14. Kev Shear underneath Blaze McKinney, and you see here Diego Yepes, Edward Zimba, all these guys trying to duke it out, trying to get past Cal Farrell and Blaze McKinney alike. And McKinney's car starting to fade a little bit here in this run, in this early stint. And we're starting to see some more drivers. Scott Roush, Caesar, there's Jake West. in that 16 with damage on the front end of his car, and BBJ's been kind of nowhere in this race in the 45. They really need to get something going. And look at Noah Hardee is leaning all over Cal Farrell here. And you see up front Corey Williams trying to go at it underneath of Ace Wild and maybe underneath of Joseph Strigley, and Corey Williams on the inside line, side by side off the corner. And here they go down the front strips. Looks like there's a red flag out on the pit road, meaning that it's closed, and the caution out once again. And so some more shenanigans here. Something might have happened in the back half of the field. Eric Burton's car blowing up out on the racetrack in that number 54. So that is going to be out of the race for him, but not sure what happened to bring out the caution. Might have had something to do with the back half of the field. But it's Brandon Cresta, though, up front, took the lead away from Strigley immediately in that green flag, and now he's in the lead once again. So Shade Eves was coming out of pit road to repair damage, was coming off, hit the rumble strip, and then spins it around, and oh, poor Ryan Reed just got clipped there, and that is also not going to be a very good sign. Not going to be looked really heavily happy upon. The Hardee's National Series officials, I really couldn't have the allotment of words to really articulate what I was going at there, but officials not going to be too happy, and at the same time Eric Burton's car decided to disintegrate underneath that Ford there in the 54. They weren't looking too good in this race, and really this is just kind of adding salt to the wound for this 54 team. Crasta, Strigley, all these guys, they're coming down pit road, so they're going to top off on fuel, get some 4 fresh Goodyear tires, and let's see how things pan out for them. So again, they're going to be in the back half of the field. A lot of drivers staying out on the racetrack this time around. So Williams staying out, Breeding will be second, Shear third, Yepes, Ziemba, there's Roush, Day, Hart, Caesar, West, and a couple of other drivers here, a couple gaggle of cars all clumped up together. And you see, it's just going to be very intriguing to see what these drivers will do on Goodyear tires. You saw Joseph Strigley climb their way up towards the field, so it is possible. So gonna be fun to see how things work out for those drivers. Corey Williams leads. He started 35th on the grid, and now he is leading this race so far as he's reached the halfway point of the event. And here we go. Will Nick Breeding have a wondrous start, or will someone else try and pounce on the opportunity? Green flag back in the air, and Corey Williams able to really get off the grid just fine. Breeding, though, will he give a bump and run? No, Williams actually drives off the corner himself. Way wide, he's gonna go, and Nick Breeding now to the inside, loose off of turn number 2, and that's gonna cost him some momentum. And now Yepes and the others, they're all trying to split. Blaze McKinney out of shape, able to save it off of turn 2. Wondrous save there. They're all trying to split the slow car of Shade Eves into turns 3 and 4. Look at them all, outside, inside, choose whichever lane you go, just not in the lane of Eves. And Williams, though, will be able to lead the lap. Diego Yepes now on the inside for the 3rd position. Turn of Performance has yet to find victory lane this season, and they've been close so many times. They've had the consistency, but they've never really had the speed to really wrap things up. And Yepes now up to 3rd. That 77 car, they've made some good adjustments. Justin Johnson looking to get past the lap car of Shade Eves, and that's actually going to box in Daniel Day's number 42, and that's going to be a free spot for the 37. Julio Caesar trying to hold off Edward Ziemba and Scott Roush as BBJ starting to move forwards up the pack again. And I noted that BBJ was kind of nowhere in this race, and now he is in a good spot to gather up some track position if things go in his way. 4 wide right behind him, and a big crash into turns 1. Eves up in the air, Patrick Smith in the outside wall, and Baker's collected into the carnage. And 2 Hinder cars destroyed just like that. Daniel Day's involved, and his bad luck continues. And Patrick Smith also involved, and they look to have some pretty solid top 20 runs. Smith running 13th at the time as they're going to race it back down. Corey Williams going to be able to lead the lap, Breeding in 2nd. But man, what a wild crash into turns 1 and 2. They were 4 wide in the corner, and it didn't really work out, but Williams leads the field down for the caution flag. So they were all trying to get around Shade Eves here, but they also went 4 wide. Look at Brandon Crasta. If we're going to force the issue, may get 4 wide here, but watch them all clutter around in turn 1. Crasta gives plenty of space. Smith, all these other guys just kind of pinching each other into the corner, and from there on, it's just all hell breaks loose. And watch the lick Smith gets, and hard lick into the outside wall, and look at the air shade Eve's able to get. That is like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater trick right there, and huge hits for the 29, the 7, and the 42, but Patrick Smith was responsive, able to climb out of his car, but a little bit shaken from that incident there, but he'll be alright after that. But heavy damage to Cole Baker. He was just kind of vibing in this race, and now he's just out of it with heavy front side damage to his 84 car. And Patrick Smith, they were up in the top 15 with how things were going, and now they're out of it. Tough breaks for those guys, and big licks around in turns 1 and 2. So up front, it's Corey Williams, Breeding, Yepis, Shear, and BBJ. Your top 5 here. Pace car is off. Corey Williams ready, primed up and ready to go. A lot of drivers staying on the track once again. And here we go for the green flag. Who will have the better start here? Williams up, up, and away. Nick Breeding gonna try and go to the outside, gonna try and flick it down towards the bottom. And here comes Nick Breeding. Had to back off the corner. I think he was hoping that Williams drove it really wide in turn 1, but again, Williams able to really fend him off. And now down the backstretch, Diego Yep is also going to try and run away from third, top 3 single file, but everybody else double file, several rows deep. And Sean Angel, we haven't talked about him all race long, looking to try and make it 3 wide. Oh man, Matt DeLeo just shut the door there on that number 44, as here goes Matt DeLeo on the inside of Ace Wild for, looks to be maybe for the 18th spot. We're going to have to find out here. And Sean Angel again going to try and make it 3 wide, and Angel just has the nose underneath, going to set it on the bottom of Matt DeLeo. Wide corner there from Ben Crouch's number 10. 3 wide though right in front of him. Look at Austin Miller on the inside of Justin Johnson and Scott Roush, but Roush though going to have the straight line speed to really try and move forwards, and Roush going to try and hold off the 18. Looks like he'll be able to do so. And Austin Miller's been also another driver that's been trying to climb forwards. Is 39th coming into this race, started 39th to be exact, and now in a very good position to get some good points for that Toyota. And we're starting to see these guys start to get a little bit single file for once, but I think that might be very much short-lived sooner or later, because now Noah Hart all over Diego Yepes, almost leaned on him there off of 2, almost turned him off of turn 2, and that 12 car looking so ferocious on the track, and now gonna put his nose underneath him into turn 3. Yep is gonna get plenty of space. Bradley Bishop Jr. gonna go to the bottom underneath Kev Shear, and there you see Scott Roush trying to hold off Caesar, but Caesar gonna do a crossover move down the inside, but just couldn't have the exit speed off of 4 to really try and utilize that momentum. And here goes Hart down to the bottom. Nick Breeding though still trying to find something around Corey Williams in the 14, but Noah Hart though up to 3rd. Yep is dropping down to 4th, and BBJ looking to take it away from him down the backstretch, and he's still got the inside line. So BBJ's car starting to come to life at the right time here. So huge momentum shift for this 45 team. Really what they wanted to see. Went up a position last week, or last time around at Dover, and now they're looking to gain some more positions in the point standings based on where they're running. And Kev Shear just in that 7th position, still keeping that consistency going, and that's really the main objective for this IKEA machine. Just finish inside the top 10, and that's really how you can extend points or really manage that gap. And right now though, Corey Williams holding his ground over Nick Breeding's number 20. Issues for Austin Rogers' number 5 car. Mechanical failures plaguing his Red Bull. And just like that, out of the race he was going to go, and was running probably top 20, top 25 throughout the event, and now just out of it. Tough break for the youngster. BBJ's got a run on Nick Breeding, and Breeding gonna try and shut the door, and that actually was a little bit half committed there from BBJ. That could have been disastrous as it really spooked the 20, and now with that aggressive move, it puts the 45 up to the 2nd position, in that Mopar machine, a rocket ship. Right now, they might have made some very good adjustments, because now Scott Roush is on the charge. He is now in the 3rd position. So Scott Roush, and also a very good spot to really get himself upwards towards the lead. And now they're all trying to chase down Corey. Corey's car looking to be the car to beat so far, but now Scott Roush is going to try and take 2nd away to try and make it a Chevrolet 1-2 at the moment. And Roush's car also looking very good in this stint. They've also made some very good adjustments. Did not look as good as Cranston and the others, but now Hardee is starting to come to life as well. So we're starting to see some different drivers start to see their cars start to go really into their favor. The setup starting to really kick in for their race cars, and Roush's car so quick off of turn number 4. He's got his eyes on Corey Williams and looking for another win in his Hardee's National Series resume. And now he's gonna go down to the bottom of the racetrack. Corey's just gonna give him plenty of room. Not much defense there from the 14. He just knows that Roush's car is much quicker. And now off the corner he's gonna go. It's Scott Roush now in command of the race lead, and got a lot of lead changes in this event. Noah Hart though looking to make it 3 wide on BBJ and Williams, but just not able to really get something in there into turns 3 and 4. And BBJ now back in the second here as Corey starting to drop backwards. Oh, something's broken on the 14 car. Corey Williams very slow on the racetrack, and a lot of cars scattering to and fro, and the drive from the back to the front has now expired, and Corey Williams' shot of a win just ended in a heartbeat. And the caution's just gonna fly like that, and Curtis Racing not gonna have a good weekend at all out of Mexico City. And it seems that team themselves, they've been undergoing a big slump in the championship fight, and it might be continuing to go in a downward spiral for that organization. But everybody else though at the free position, with Corey Williams basically knocked out of the running, it's put some more drivers in the running for this win. 1 to go here, a little bit of confusion here. You see some lap cars, they're trying to catch up here. They had actually just pitted, so they're gonna try and catch up towards their member. They are able to be on that inside groove, so the real question is, will they be there in time? But confusion for the second spot, BBJ and Hart. And BBJ's on the outside here. Hart was scored second, so I'm not sure what Bradley Bishop Jr. is trying to contest here, but officials will be looking into that. Here comes the lap cars here. They're probably going to actually jump it, so well-timed restart for their case. And here they go, and look at them zoom by. And Scott Roush going to lead the way here, and I think they're going to be, officials aren't going to be too happy with that. They're probably, I think at the end of the day, they might not really get much out of it. But Bradley Bishop Jr., though, going to be boxed in on the outside groove, so I don't think it's really going to pay dividends for BBJ. So he might have punished himself just because of contesting that position, but now they're all going to try and scatter around. Shade Eves once again. Roush though holding his ground here with only a few laps remaining. Only 21 laps to go in the event, soon to be 20, and it seems to be one of those longer races on the schedule here. Roush though, ever since he's gotten that lead, and really with that caution coming out, it's helped him quite a lot to extend a little bit of a gap here, because lap cars really starting to play a factor here. Eves just holding his ground up top, trying to get out of the way, but Bradley Bishop Jr., Crasta, Shear, and Ziemba all clumped up together, but Bradley Bishop Jr. really getting boxed in, and I think, again, that might have been the repercussions of trying to protest a second place position, and he has put himself way down the order, so I think there won't be much action taken at the end of that one. But Scott Roush though, now he's going to try and get around Corey Williams. He does not want the lap car to interfere with his progress, and Corey is going to get out of the way, and Roush to the inside, but a really shifty corner for the number 3, and here comes Hart and Angel. Angel's come out of nowhere in this race. He was stuck in the top 15 for a long time, and now he's in a very good spot to go for this win, but Diego Yepes is on his inside to try and think otherwise, because that 77 car has been very quiet, but don't sleep on a lot of these guys inside that top 10. And how about Ben Crouch in the number 10, running inside the top 10? I've said that number so many times that Ben Crouch's car looking very good, and really this organization, Joseph Strictly Racing, they have picked up the pieces so well this year. The pace has been there, but they just haven't had that top 10 to really showcase the improvement that they have. Could this be the weekend that Ben Crouch, or really anybody in this Joseph Strictly organization, could get themselves a good position? Well, so far, with how they're running, this is very much the case, because Ace Wild's running inside the top 10, running in the 8th position. Great run for this one team. Nick Breing in 9th, and Joseph Strictly just got around Brandon Cresta here. Looks like tried to fend him off actually here, so right now Strictly running in 9th, Crasta sitting in 10th, Shear in 11th. Still a very excellent run for this 0 team. regardless of how things pan out. Bobo Jones, speaking of, where on earth has he been ever since the damage he's gotten? Looks like it's really hurt him. He is stuck in the 27th position. Mid-pack, though, we haven't really talked about them that much. It's been very calm, actually, in the mid-pack. James Ellison, one guy to really note out in this event. He is in the top 15. He did not look too quick in this race, despite qualifying what could have been 19th. He has kind of been stuck in 25th or so, but now with all the attrition and how strategies worked out, he is in the 15th position, so they might have found some pace where it mattered the most in this happen. Blaze McKinnon, the inside of Julio Caesar. All these other guys, though, up front, they're all trying to chase down Scott Roush's number 3, and so far, nobody's been able to really oppose him for now, but Noah Hart, though, and Diego Yepes might try a challenge for this top spot here soon enough. And now, Hart on the quarter panel of the 3 off of turn number 4, and now side by side. Hart wants it. He wants it bad, but Roush, though, just able to really have the outside line go well for him into turns 1 and 2, and Hart again gonna send it down the bottom, just so close to the inside line, and he's all over the back end of that 3. And down the backstretch they're gonna go. Hart just not able to get the distance on Roush, but you see here, there's Krasta back on the inside. Ace Wild shuffled out of line from Nick Breeding's number 20, and now he's got his eyes on, how about Ben Crouch? He has actually climbed into the top 5, so the Cornerstone car looking very legit with their pace. Could they pull a big upset here? The leaders aren't too far ahead of him, so Ben Crouch could have a legit shot at this race win. They've been able to pass Jack Halleck. They've been able to pass some higher cars, but here comes Halleck again. He's got a good run on that number 10, and Jack Halleck's another guy we really got to note in this race. He's had a very excellent race. Perfect race for the 74 team, and Hydra, they've been really the epitome of inconsistency here. One car could be good, but the others could be absolutely garbage in the event, and right now that 74 car looking like a very good handling race car. 3 wide, though, right behind him, Joseph Strigley, Cal Farrell, and Kev Shear, but Cal has to back off, but Shear will not. He will not cede to Joseph Strigley, and rightfully so, because he knows that's a championship contender right next to him, and Kev going to be able to swiftly get past him, but Strigley going to fight right back on the outside line here. And Joseph Strigley not going to give up without a fight. Brandon Cresta on the inside of Nick Breeding here. That is for a position here. Just really what Cresta needs is some more points. He's been on a hot streak with him, with that run, those runs he's been getting. Here we go. Noah Hart, though, getting challenged by Yepes, but Yepes not able to get anything out of it. Sean Angel, though, just going to follow in line, just watching these guys go at it. And Yepes again going to lunge at Hart for the 2nd spot. And you see, Roush, this is just what they want to see. This 3 team, they want to see these guys go at it. If they want to have a shot at this, Sean Angel gonna try and sail it down, gonna try and make it 3 wide, but Yepes shuts the door. And there he goes. Roush gonna able to pull the gap a little bit, but Yepes is able to get a really good corner off of turn number 4 to try and catch the slipstream of that number 3. Hart, though, gonna try and bump draft Yepes, trying to get himself ahead of Sean Angel, but Angel's just gonna have the dive down to the bottom. Ben Crouch, though, just lingering in the top 5. A very excellent run here with how they're doing. Halleck, though, able to try and just follow in behind the draft of the 10. And Corey Williams, though, gonna be a little bit of the wild card in this event to see what he might do to interfere with the lead lap cars. And he just has as much justification, despite being a few laps down. Williams still wants to get a lap back just in case a caution comes out or some drivers have some mechanical failures. But Roush, though, has been able to really set ground ahead of Yepes and Angel, and right now he is looking to be the car to beat. Diego Yepes, though, could he try and play as the opposition to CM Racing, Turn Performance Racing? They have yet to find victory lane. They've been able to showcase so much prestige in the Sony Cup Series, and right now with RJ Bishop and Yepes, they've been so close, but they have yet to really close the deal. And now Yepes in a very good position to try and chase down that 3, and now he's got to run off of turn number 4. He's all over the back bumper of Roush. Roush, though, is just holding his ground, able to defend so well. Yepes has been not able to make a move quite yet, And Sean Angel, though, his car might not be the quickest to really contend with the leaders, so he might be best off as a top 5 car at best. Hart knows he's got a faster car. Then Sean Angel and Brandon Crasta's cars starting to really linger into the main pack of cars, but we're starting to see some separation. Breeding and all the other guys don't look like their shots of winning might go well there. They might be out of it, but Ben Crouch though gonna get passed by Brandon Crasta here, and Crasta knows he's got to get around the 10 if he wants to contend for this win. And now he's got the move down towards the bottom of the racetrack. Top 4, single file, and now Crasta got his eyes on Corey Williams. Williams has to get out of the way, or really Crasta has to get past him if he wants to have a shot. But all these other guys though, Roush been able to really just have some consistent lap times go well. Diego Yepes looks like he's not got nothing on him for the time being, but he might be waiting to set up a run and hoping that Roush makes a big mistake here. With only 8 laps to go in the event, Roush holds the way, and he's going to be the gatekeeper in terms of who would win this race, because he himself wants to win himself. And I've just said himself literally to be redundant there, but Sean Angel down towards the bottom, looking for the runner-up spot, sends it down to the inside, and Angel looking to get spicy against Diego Yepes. Corey Williams bump drafting Noah Hart down the backstretch here, trying to help the 12 car out a lot here into turns 3 and 4 to see if Hart can contend. Brandon Crasta, big send down the bottom, and that actually really gave Corey a little bit of a bump there, and that actually knocked Noah Hart up the racetrack. So Brandon Crasta, he knows that time's running out. Here comes Sean Angel, still neck and neck with Diego Yepes, and Roush again wants to see these guys behind him go at it so he can just pull away from all these guys. We don't really see many drivers really hold off because of how strong the draft has been this race so far, but Scott Roush, his car hits so different right now. It's kind of built different at the moment, but Sean Angel though is now got his eyes on Scott Roush, and I thought he was a top 5 car at best maybe with how it's running, but now he has closed the gap once again on the 3. And Sean Angel though, good run off of 4, and down the front stretch they're gonna go here. 5 laps to go in the event. Brandon Crasta, huge send down the inside. Yepes shut the door, and Crasta almost wrecked the 77, and that could have been really ugly there, but Sean Angel really good roll off. Down the inside he's gonna go. Roush gonna try and play hard on the defensive, gonna try and block the momentum. Kev's out of shape off of 4, or off of 2, and that's gonna allow James Ellison to zoom past the 0, but Kev's gonna have the run down to the inside to try and make it 3 wide. Kev trying to hold on, trying to gather as much positions as he can. He's gonna lose some ground to Strigley, but not as much to Bobo Jones because he'll gain ground. But Sean Angel though, again, gonna try to go to the inside. Yepes gonna try to go to the inside, but Crasta is right there. Oh, this is getting so intense. 4 laps to go in the event. Roush trying to hold on for his dear life, but they're coming up towards the slow car of Shane Eves. Eves trying to hold his line. Crasta gonna try and make it 3 wide. Angel gonna try and shut the door, and Eves gonna block the inside line. Crasta making it 3 wide, a bat out of hell off of turns 3 and 4, and Crasta's got the race lead off of turn 4. Roush gonna shut the door on Yepes, but Yepes gonna make it 3 wide, and Jack Halleck, who's he gonna follow? Will he follow Yepes? Hart gonna try and go to the inside, Williams not knowing where to go, but Diego Yepes gonna dive down the inside to take second away, and Roush, his shot might be over because now he has lost out to 2 positions, 3 positions just like that in the span of a few corners. Crasta now in command, Yepes in second, Halleck trying to take third away, and Roush shuffled out of the groove, and now it is 2 Fords against a Chevrolet, and Brandon Crasta in command. 2 laps to go in the event, but Diego Yepes, he's got a good run on the 8 car. Into turns 1 and 2, Yepes trying to find the inside groove way down on the bottom of the racetrack, shovels the 8 car out of line. Crasta loose off the corner, Yepes down to the inside. Diego Yepes side by side in down the backstretch, trying to side draft the 8. Crasta has to fend him off. In the 3 and 4, Yepes though, side by side. Jack Halleck though, don't count him out. Could he make it 3 wide for the win? Here they come, side by side for the lead. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go here in Mexico City. Halleck gonna try and make it 3 wide in the corner. Couldn't quite get the momentum in there. And now Diego Yepes with the send of a lifetime. Down into turns number 1 and 2 and down the backstretch. He's cleared them. Yepes, big gap ahead. It's all over. I don't think anybody's gonna catch that 77, but Scott Roush though looking to get a resurgence back. Sends it into turns number 3 and 4. Gonna try and get around the inside of Jack Halleck, but Diego Yepes, he's gonna steal one here off of turn number 4. Diego Yepes brings Turner Performance Racing their first win of the season and second win for Diego Yepes. And a wild one here in Mexico City. The leaders going at it at the end, and Diego Yepes comes off victorious, and Ford comes out on top. They've been looking so much for a win this season. They are very much the underdogs in terms of the manufacturers. We've seen Chevy, we've seen Toyota, we've seen Dodge go at it, but the Fords, they've always seemed to lack the power and essence, but now they have gotten themselves a W here tonight. One to be well remembered for Diego Yepes. Jack Halleck gets second, and for Hydro, this is the run they needed, and here they come down pit ring. Okay, that's okay, you want to bring the whole field to stall like that? Cool by me. And more cars coming down, just having the thrill of a lifetime, but more or less though, Yepes comes off with the win. Halleck second, Roush third, and then you got Cresta fourth. Those 2 cars looked to come to win, but they all got taken away at the end of that. Hart 5th, Angel, Crouch, what a run for this 10 team. Just what they wanted to see. Shout out to them. And then you got one of Ace Wild. How about that for Ace Wild? He started way far back, 30th on the grid to 8th. Wonderful drive for him. Nick Breeding 9th, and Joseph Strigley rounds out your top 10. What a thriller of a race here. Lots of ups and downs. A lot of drivers that looked to be good ended up in the back. And we ended up having a wild conclusion here. Diego Yepes with the win here. Congratulations to him. Well deserved for Turner Performance Racing. They have finally struck gold here tonight. Could they find it for the remainder of the season? Well, we're gonna have to find out. Lots of action to commence here, and the round of Hawaii awaits us all. Gonna be a very exciting venue for the LCQ and for the main event. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be signing out.